I hope that this film does for eating disorders what 13 Reasons Why did for teen suicide, because it's made it more of a conversation. You know, I think that eating disorders have a very taboo quality to them. I think people are afraid to talk about them. I don't necessarily know why, because it's so prevalent today and it's becoming more and more so with women as well as young men. And I think Netflix should be commended for taking the risk to put this information out there, to put shows out there like that. And it's really important, I think, for young people to understand that it's okay to talk about, it's important to talk about. And the second that we do talk about it, we can take the taboo out of these topics, and hopefully change can occur and you'll feel less alone. So I really hope that this brings the topic to more people.
Eso no es un desayuno.
Un café tampoco.
Haces muchas flexiones y no voy a tratarte si no estás interesada en vivir.
Buen discurso.
Well, I have been very vocal about the fact that I, went through eating disorders, and so it was a risk for me taking on the role, because there's a fine line between, reality and a film. But I could draw from my own experiences. I could relate to the character very well. And this time, though, I was under supervision of a nutritionist and like everyone else in the film, who knew. And so I of course found it difficult to tap back into that, but I also felt responsible for Ellen. So it was exciting to be able to tell that story in this way. I think Red from Okja, I think she'd feel pretty strongly about Ellen fighting for herself and fighting for her survival, and I think she would want her to be strong, because Red fights for others, and she'd want to take care and nurture Ellen. But I think she'd think she's pretty badass too, because Ellen's the creative type, which I think they would get along really well. And yeah, I think that Red would cheer her on. She's a bit of a role model, I think, for Ellen. Also, it's like, eat. Yeah. Yeah. But not animals. Like, no pigs. No animals. Just eat. Yeah, it's Marti Noxon's first film, and she's definitely going to be making a ton more. She's incredible. I love her writing style. I love all the other work she's done. She worked on Buffy, she's so badass. She's incredibly nurturing. It's semi-autobiographical of her life, so I was so proud of her for putting this story out there as well. And she's so kind, and she really made this set a very welcoming and warm environment. And everyone would think that this is probably like a dark and depressing film to make, but she made it as enjoyable as she could. And I'll look back on it forever, and I mean, it's one of the most important experiences I've ever gone through because of her.
Demos la bienvenida a Ellen, nueva en la casa.
Hola.
Una posada.
¿Cómo lo haces? Comer, quiero decir.
No te voy a mentir. Tengo un hambre del carajo.
Mamá.
Pareces un fantasma.
Estoy bastante enfadada. Es mi vida también. No puedo tener una hermana.
Well, I actually am in an Amazon TV show. It's a conflict of interest. I know. I'm like between the two of them. But I love Netflix, and I would love to continue working with them. I love that they're taking risks on what they make from the start with Okja, and what they decide to distribute, like they got at Sundance with To the Bone. So I love them over there, and I'm just so happy that that I've got 2 films with them. It's amazing. But I can't because I'm on Amazon. Yeah, competing. I'm in The Last Tycoon for Amazon, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I'm all Amazon on TV. Oh yeah, I'm psyched for them that it got to go to TV series. I mean, I loved the books. I love the character. I wanted her to live on, and it's kicking. It's going, and everyone loves it, and I'm really excited for them. I think they've got a great cast, and I am not involved, but I'm really happy that it gets to still be on air. Say you want it all, so come and get it. Come on, come on. think it's pretty incredible to be able to watch films in the comfort of your own home that maybe you wouldn't feel as comfortable going to the theater to see, like To the Bone. It's not something that I think people would necessarily rush to the theater to see because it's not a huge blockbuster, but it's important subject matter that should be seen, but also it's how great that it can be talked about at homes, and you can see it alone or you can see it with your families. So it's, you know, film and the distribution of film has been changing for a while now. This is another stepping stone in what is turning into the future of film. And I think it's really exciting. And to be able to have gone to Cannes with Okja is a huge moment. And I'm really proud to have been a part of that first moment. And, you know, you don't know what's to come. But for right now, I feel really proud to be a part of 2 Netflix films. There was a scene in the bathroom with my stepmother when I have to take my clothes off and stand on a scale and weigh myself. And Carrie Preston, who plays my stepmother, she took a photo of me on the iPhone and says, you know, do you think this is pretty or beautiful? And I didn't know that she was going to actually take a picture on her iPhone. So when she turned it around and showed it to me, I was expecting a blank screen, but she showed me. And it was this out-of-body experience where I just I went cold and I stopped dead. And in that moment, you can see that I'm registering. Ellen and I are like the same person at that moment. And it was really, I didn't expect it to be that difficult, but I was hit with it in the moment, and it was pretty powerful.
Al paso que vas, un día no te despertarás.
No puedo parar.
Cuando oigas esa voz, quiero que le digas que se vaya a la mierda. ¡Vete al carajo, vos! Que alguien me diga por qué estamos aquí.
Porque estamos vivos.
Muy bien dicho.
No, quiero decir que están muy bien. Podrían tener sus vidas y ser personas semi-interesantes.
¿Acabas de decir algo optimista?
He dicho semi.